Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this makeup tutorial for you, obviously on this makeup look right here. It is a night out makeup look. It is glam, lashes, everything going on, super dark smoky eye. It's like a blue petrol, which I think is so nice. It's like a bit different just from like grey. So if you want to see how to get this makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so today I'm going to be starting off with my eyes. So I'm going to be priming them with the concealer I'm going to be using later. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. So I'm just putting that all over my eyelid right up to my eyebrow and then just buffing it out with this Real Techniques Duo Fibre Brush. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit like weird, I've got a cold, so yeah, sorry about that. So just buffing it out. Then I'm going to be setting that. You can set it with any powder, translucent powder is fine, but I'm just going to be using this banana shade that I'm going to be using later to set my concealer anyway, but any powder is absolutely fine, but you do want to make sure you set your base because otherwise your eyeshadow will like stick. But actually the next step I did on my eyes, you could have not done it. Anyway, I'm rambling. Moving on to the eyebrows, I'm just speeding through this. I'm using my Rodial, or Rodial, I don't know how you say it, pencil. Moving on to the eyes, I'm first of all taking this cream base, hence why I didn't need to set the eyelid. Anyway, this is by Barbara Daly and it's in the shade Black Marble. I do think this might be discontinued, but any black base would be fine, but this one I liked because it's got a more of a grey tone to it. And I just used my Real Techniques Duo Fibre Brush just to buff out the edges. Make sure not to go too high with this, otherwise it will get too dark too quick. So you can see I put it in like a semicircle on my eyelid and then buffed it out, so it's most intense on the lash line and then it just diffuses out. For this eye look I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Vice palette. I'm not sure which one this is, I think it might be maybe the third one. I'm not actually too sure, but taking my Sigma E40, I am taking the shade Downfall. Downfall, I think it's called, which is like this brown, you can see, it's just like a brown colour, but I feel like this kind of colour works really well with cool tones because it's not like super warm, but it's got a little bit of warmth to help with the look. Then I'm going in with the shade Defy, which is like a matte grey, like literally just like a charcoaly kind of grey, and I'm applying that just to the outer corner and also the inner corner of my eye, just to start deepening up the eye. And blending it out with the same Sigma E40 just to diffuse it all through the crease as well, as you can see. So the majority of that product is gone on the inner and the outer corner, but I am diffusing it through the crease. You want to keep the dark shades put placement of where you want them and then blend them out as you go, because as you know, when you're using dark shades they can get pretty crazy pretty quick. Then I'm going over the shade Revolver, which is like a, it's not quite black but it's almost black. I say it's like a blue-black, and I'm just applying that in the same areas and again blending it out. So you can see, as I said, I'm placing the colour and then blending it out. Then you just want to do those exact same steps to the other eyeball. Okay, and then I'm going in with this pigment. This is a Barry M pigment. I'm pretty sure it's in the shade Petrol, and how annoying that the camera decided not to record that one bit. Probably the most important clip of the whole freaking video, and it decided to cut out. But I just wet my brush and just packed it onto my eyelid. You can see it's like a beautiful like petrol blue colour, but like dark. I think it's either petrol blue or blue black, but I will leave it down below. I will find it online for you, but you can see it's so bomb, like I love it. So then I applied some mascara and then lashes. I used the Lily lashes in the style Mykonos. Haven't worn these for so long, but they are definitely one of my favourites. And then I just made sure, that's the lashes on, I just made sure to blend out those edges one more time. Nothing on my brush, just a clean brush. Now we're moving on to the face. First of all, I'm going to prep my face using my Farsali Rose Elixir Oil. I just pat a small amount of this onto my face, and then I go in with a primer. This is the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer, and I just apply this just on the T-zone and the chin area of my face, just to make sure that area stays really smooth and sort of reduces the pores in that area and stuff like that. Then I'm going to correct under my eyes with my NYX Dark Circle Corrector in the shade Medium. I think this is super important if you're wearing super dark eyeshadow, especially when it's like a blue, like it's a dark blue, and you don't want that to show like on your bags, you know, because your bags are really dark blue, so you know. Okay, so for foundation, I'm using the EX1 Invisiwear. Oh my god, I haven't used this in so long, like so long. You can see it's almost run out, and I just use one of my Evo brushes from Iconic London just to buff this into my face. These brushes are really good, and it's like really quick to get a flawless finish, like super fast. Obviously this is sped up, my arm does not move this fast, but it is really fast to do. Then I'm moving on to concealer, and I'm using the same one I used on my eyelid, which is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard, and applying that to the usual areas and then blending out with my damp beauty blender. I actually re-dampened my beauty blender. Like, it was damp when I started filming, but then I went and re-dampened it. Is dampened it a word? I don't think it is, but I went and re-dampened it. We're going to use it in this video because this is really lame, but I saw on, if you watch Kylie Jenner on Snapchat, she did like a little Snapchat kind of makeup tutorial, and she re-dampened her beauty blender, so I re-dampened my beauty blender. Now, she said that Makeup by Mario taught her to re-dampen her beauty blender before she blended out her concealer, and I did it this time, and it actually totally made my concealer way better. Like, it didn't sit in any lines, and it was like much smoother and hydrating, kind of. Anyway, that was a long ramble about that, right? Setting the concealer with that banana shade from the Iconic London contour kit, and then taking this bronze shade from the contour kit. This shade from the contour kit is very warm, but I actually really like warm in the summer. Like, I'd rather look warm, you know, especially when I've got a cool toned eye on. So if you prefer like to use more of a grey tone for contouring, then I'd go for the other one in the palette, but I really like this one because I just prefer to look more bronzy. I'm not that keen on that overly contoured grey colour, you know, so I just use that. Then for my I think you guys probably know what I'm going to use right now. My highlighting combo, which is the Illamasqua Epic Beyond Powder on a large sort of fluffier brush, and then I go in with Moonstone from Anastasia on a smaller brush just to hit those high points of the face. I wonder if I'll ever find another highlight combination I prefer. It's going to be a tough one to beat, you know, because I feel like this has been a long time coming for me to find this combination that I really like for my skin tone. Maybe once it gets to winter, I'll swap it up a bit. I'm taking that same shade on just a small brush and highlighting my brow bone and also my inner tear duct. I never used to really do this so much, you know, I would just leave it, but I've been using this shade to highlight it, and when you take a picture and you just see that little pop on your on your brow bone, it looks freaking bomb. So I've been doing this a lot recently. And also on the inner tear duct, because the eyes are so heavy, we do want to make sure that area stays like nice and bright and just a bit more awake, because we are going to be putting some dark colour on the lower lash line as well, which I'm doing now. First of all, I'm lining my waterline and the lower lash line with this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil. This is in the shade Sabbath? Yeah, it's like a blue. And I feel like it looks dark, like it looked dark then, but now I'm buffing it out with that same Real Techniques Duo Fibre brush, and it just buffs out to like a blue, almost like a navy. So I think it's really nice. So you can you see, like it buffs out bluer, you know? So I just blended that out again with my fluffy brush, no extra product on this brush, just buffed it out. And then I went into the brush that I did use to pack on the lid colour. I didn't put any extra product on it, but I just used that to push some of that product that was left on the brush onto the lower lash line, just so it tied in a little bit better. Setting my eyebrows with the Benefit Ready Set Brow, which is just a clear brow gel, but it will keep your brows in place. They will not be moving. And then finally, moving on to lips, I am taking, this is a new one by Gerald Cosmetics. I believe this is in the shade Skinny Dip. But yeah, this is a brand new shade of one of the Hydra Mattes. I feel like they've changed the formula because it smelled different and it was much more like watery consistency. It was really nice. This arrived literally the morning I filmed, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to use this. Let's go for it. And I think you definitely need a nude lip with this look. Finishing off with just some mascara on the top and bottom lashes just to make sure those falsies blend. And then I think we're done. Oh no, I need to set my face. So I'm just going to set my face as I always do with my
MAC Fix Plus setting spray, and once you've done that, the look will be complete.
Okay, so this is the finished makeup look, guys. I really hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to leave me your makeup requests down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
But baby, don't get it twisted. Have it you need.